Adi sir was not apprehensive. He was actually very for it, because he kept saying that we need a new breath of fresh air to come in. I don't believe in romance. I believe in love. I'm a huge Sandeep Reddy Vanga fan. I've loved both his films. I really like him as a filmmaker. I love his audacity. You can disagree or agree with it or whatever, but it is his perspective.
Hi, this is Samina Sheikh here on Zoom channel, and with me right now I have the director who is making noise with his music, Mohit Suri. So join me as I welcome him only on Zoom. I must say that I must appreciate you that, whenever you are coming with a movie, the music is just too good, too brilliant, and I feel like even Saiyaara, when you came with the teaser, but the song, I'm hooked onto it. If you go to my Spotify right now, I just have Saiyaara and Barbad on me. So what is that, that magic which you try to create with your music always?
I honestly, it was a survival mechanism that started from the first film, I think. When we did our first film, Emraan was very new, I was new. We was 24, I was 22 years of age, he was 24. I think the only chance we had in life was if we made good music. So we really worked hard on that, and I think somewhere that set the benchmark. So now it's 20 years later, I still feel I'm working with newcomers. I am. The best way to get attention to it is, I actually was working on my music while scripting the film. Saiyaara was made later, but Barbad was made even before Ahaan and Aneet were cast. Because I knew in this situation, this is the song. So was Dhun. So I think it's the amount of attention you give, and the star of the film, because I knew there would be newcomers, would be the music. So the pampering of the star was the music that I gave so much attention and love to. It is no special skill. I actually don't know any scale. I don't know major, minor. I don't know to play any instrument or anything. The only thing I do is I work very hard in working on the music.
And also, as you have launched someone like Emraan Hashmi, as in in the world of romance and the songs, and people knew him more so because of the movies he's done with you and music actually. Like if it's Emraan Hashmi, it has to be like some intimate scenes, and it has to be the music more so, And eventually people loved him for that, because after Shah Rukh, if someone people looked up to, it was Emraan somewhere, I must say that, and that's what it felt like. But over the years, you have also launched or worked with actors who have been new to your film, like be it an Aditya Roy Kapoor, and now again you're taking a risk of launching a new, star cast completely, who doesn't have as such, backdrop of film, doing any film and all. It's a debut movie actually. Why such a big risk?
So first and foremost, I think I've worked more. This is my fourth generation of working with new people. I think Emraan, when I worked with him, I never worked with Emraan the star. I worked with Emraan the newcomer, the talented actor. There's been Kunal Khemu, there's been Kangana in her second film, there was Adhyan, there was, I've always worked with actors in the beginning of their careers, including Rajkumar Rao, right in the beginning of his career in Hamari. It was one of the lead roles in Hamari Adhuri Kahani. Then Aditya Chopra. I think I have, this is my fourth generation, as I was saying, of newcomers, because every 10 years there's been a new change of newcomers. But I think the big risk, honestly, is my producers, not because for my script, I'm showing them at this age when they fall in love for the first time, while they're dabbling with their careers in their lives. I think that normally happens in your 20s. I think it would be weird if a 40-year-old was trying to play a 20-year-old or a 25-year-old. So I was allowed to be age authentic and be honest to my film. That's not a risk for me, but it definitely is probably a risk for my producer. So I thank them for letting me make this film in the right way, rather than trying to just chase a number or chase an actor to make it economically viable. It's been liberating to make the film the way it deserves to be, so that the love looks real. It doesn't look like a hit couple that you've seen them romance so many times in the past. I have nothing against it, but then that's the kind of script that requires something like this. And this film required first love. So, the thing is, I cast actors who fit my part, as opposed to making someone's image fit into my film. So, I don't think it was a no-brainer for me, but a tougher decision for my producer, I think.
But again, Aditya Roy Kapoor, I mean, he was there in Malang, so of course we knew that, how it happened. When Ahaan Panday came into picture, also, Aditya Chopra kind of was a bit apprehensive of having a new face, if I'm not wrong.
No, it's completely the other way.
Doubts and all.
No, it's completely the other way around.
Yeah.
In fact, it's a very funny story. I had a couple of known actors, I'm not mentioning who were very interested in doing a love story with me. When I went and met Adi sir, I told him that, this actor has shown interest, this actress has shown interest, they're all doing this. And he said, yeah, my distribution team will be very happy that these known people are wanting to play this film, but I'm telling you, your film will not do well.
Oh, okay.
I said, why? He said, because their first love, these guys are 35, 40 years old.
Yeah.
They are stars in their and known people, but this is not what your script is. So I said, no sir, but the film requires a budget and it needs to be. He said, that is my risk to take, not yours. Your risk is to make the film in the correct way. So I must say, it was Adi sir who let me fly, and I can't take credit for that. I was being apologetic, thinking, it was post-COVID, films were, first of all, no one was making a love story. Everyone was making larger-than-life mass cinema with multiple actors. Here I wanted to make a newcomer love story. Some other filmmakers who told me no one will ever make this film. It was only Adi sir and Akshay Vidani who with their vision and their passion decided to make this, and we're sitting here today. This I'm talking about 2 years back. They agreed to make this film. So it's completely, Adi sir was not apprehensive, he was actually very for it, because he kept saying that we need a new breath of fresh air to come in.
Okay, wow, that's interesting. And also, so like, a movie like this, of course, it had new faces. But again, when the trailer came out, Sandeep Reddy Vanga, went all out, writing, tweet, and he wants to watch the movie like first day, first show.
Yes.
And also, he's made such movies like a Kabir Singh, for that matter. So people have kind of, seen, or an animal. Now, again, in this one, as I go by the trailer, I see that, it has some kind of violence in the individual personality as such, or, he's kind of a character which is kind of destructive as such, or probably capable of doing so. But there were comparisons also which were happening, whereas like because he auditioned also doing a scene of Ranbir Kapoor's Ae Dil Hai Mushkil, there were some comparisons to Rockstar and Aashiqui 2. What do you have to say on that?
Well, I've made 14 films, something is going to be similar. I mean, I barely know if I have a style. My wife in the beginning, when she acted my first film, told me, you should develop a style of your own, like the great big ones have it. And I said, I'm not going to think about it, but let it develop. It's been, so now 14 years later, you think it looks like my own film. That's a great thing. Whereas it comes out to Sandeep, I'm a huge Sandeep Reddy Vanga fan. I've loved both his films. And I really like him as a filmmaker. I love his audacity. You can disagree or agree with it or whatever, but it is his perspective. And I watch his films first day, first show. So we've never really met. I've messaged him when I saw Animal, because I genuinely really liked the film, and I messaged him with a lot of praise. And I guess if he didn't like the teaser and trailer, he wouldn't message me back. So it's a sense of mutual admiration two filmmakers have, but it's about, you have to understand, every filmmaker is also a film fan who likes a particular kind of cinema, and I think I enjoy his and he probably enjoys mine.
You have worked with Mohit Suri, sir.
Yes.
You have seen the kind of cinema he makes also,
Yes.
and the way he dives deep and all, and versus your kind of projects and all. And one thing which I've noticed about you also, you love to kind of get into romantic movies, and now is the season of romance coming back on screen. It had
now that they're saying it is, because at one time it just disappeared. No one was talking about it.
Yeah. And now when it's coming back also, there are many terms to romance right now, which we didn't really have. Like there was one old school romance which we had versus now. What do you have to say on that?
I don't believe this old school, new school romance. First of all, I don't believe in romance. I believe in love and how you express it. Now, romance, everyone has a different way of showing how they love somebody. Some people can dance among flowers. Some people cry at doors. Some people get very soft. Some people fall in love. Some people rise in love. Everyone has a different way of expressing love, I think. And I think it never went, I think these words and all are just new words used. It's not like my grandparents fell in love and got married. My dada, dadi, my nana, nani. My parents fell in love and got married. I fell in love and got married. I'm with the same woman for the last 21 years now. I think what has changed, maybe the mode of communication has changed. Like if my grandparents wrote letters to each other, my parents spoke on the phone, day night. We had cell phones and text messages, and the younger generation has social media. You're still connecting, but when the heart breaks, it hurts in the same place, right? It hurts. It doesn't hurt online. It hurts somewhere center in your chest, slightly to the left. It aches there. When you fall in love, the butterflies in the stomach feel the same, whether it's the communication is on a letter or it's on social media. These words are new words for new things. It's not like people didn't fall in and out of love, have complicated relationships that they didn't have names for. You've had songs saying, "Yes, rishte ka kya naam hai?" Feroz Khan Sahab had it, Mahesh Bhatt had it. Even since black and white cinema, and whether it's even, you had people, films like Pyasa and all, which explained a very different kind of complex relationship, but deep love. Mera Naam Joker. So love has always been around, and even till today, I would refuse to believe that love has disappeared. It's just that I think we were experimenting with cinema because it was a good time. People were trying new genres, and it's a great time for filmmakers. But certain classic things like love, revenge, will never go out of fashion, I think.
Also, you have taken your own time in terms of promotions of the movie for this one also. Like you have gone slow. Like in current time where people are just going all out or overboard also sometimes, with social media promotions or activities like that. With this one, you have taken your own, pace and space, to kind of promote it. What do you have to say on that?
I think because a major key factor in this film is because it's a film about love. It's about music. They're playing musicians. It was important for the music to catch on, and I think the marketing team did realize that with new people we would need the time for the songs to catch on, and they were right. When we started our music, everyone said, "Good song, let's see where it goes," and now it's in the top 10 charts, today. So they were right about picking up, because that's critical for the film to do well, because it's unlike an action film where the song is a rolling title credit or something like that. This is pretty much a screenplay tool. Saiyaara is the title song, which is pretty much the climax of the film. So I needed it to catch on. Barbad is a portion in their relationship where they're falling in love but not committing to each other.
Not very sure.
Yeah, they're scared to fall in love. So it is all emotions that need to work, and for that we needed the time for it to grow. So I think that's why they decided to go. And it's the nature of the film. It is not, we believe this film is not something that will pop and get over. It's like a great tune, some tunes come, they do well, they go away, but some linger on forever, and every time you hear it, it takes you back into that moment. That's the emotion of the film. That's how we want to promote this film. That's how we want this film to stay with people. And we've tried to make a film honestly. I hope that gets communicated to everyone.
Any challenges you faced on the set, because again you have new faces, and then to get that best out of them, how was it like for you, especially with Ahaan Panday? There's a lot of thing around him also, because he comes from a star background kind of.
Actually, where's star background? Yeah, poor guy, he doesn't behave. He's a nephew. Like, so am I.
Yeah.
We don't direct kids of anybody. Yeah, we're nephews. No, I think the hard work was, the challenge was for me to live up to these kids, to be honest. I realized Imran's older than me, so I could understand it. Adi and Shraddha were closer to my age, but Aneet is 20 years younger than me. More than that. I was probably almost directing films by the time she was born. So it was for me to come and understand their language. That was the challenge. Because, yeah, as you said, love's eternal feeling remains the same, the language has changed. So it was me who had to adjust to their world, not them. They came with their hearts open, they came with their dreams alive. They have not seen success, neither have they seen failure. So I had to tell them how success feels, how failure feels, from my own experiences. So that was the challenges for me, to make them live those life experiences. Because I feel they are part of love. The person who stands by you in your success and your failures is the person who you can truly fall in love with, I think.
Also, like, you have spoken about, like, as you speak about, successes and failures, you have dealt with failures also. There were certain movies which we felt like it would be a box office hero, turned out to be something which didn't. Like, recently you spoke about Awarapan also, where you kind of faced, that kind of, failure basically. But again, you are intending to make a remake to that one. Or say, not a remake, but a Awarapan 2. So will we?
Actually, not me at all. I'm not a part of that. And I'm glad, they're making it. For me, somewhere the film was finished because Emraan died. I think they'll somehow get him alive again. But I don't know whether they're continuing the character or what they're doing. It's not a film. What's amazing is that at that time that film didn't do well at the box office. It's been 18 years and today they're making a remake of a film like that. Means it's somewhere I did something right. I'm not a part of that.
But any film with Emraan Hashmi on the pipeline?
I would work with Emraan Hashmi at the drop of a hat. The thing is, with Emraan, with Alia, they're such talented actors. I feel doubly responsible with the script with them. I can't misuse the family connection. I cannot do that ever. Because I think it's not the stardom, it's also the level of actors that they are. I never would want to misuse and cross that line. So unless I feel there's a script or a role that is not good enough for them, I would never really misuse that equation.
But I was going to come on this Alia question also, that you have spoken almost everywhere that she always wanted to be an actress, but I don't know what really has not really worked in terms of working with her in a full, like, of course
it's not from her side at all. I think it's completely from my side. I haven't been able to deliver a script to her which I think she's good in, which is worth her acting potential. I think she's a fabulous actor. I think I would rate her higher than many heroes in this country, I think. So I think the role that I give her should live up to that, and I have not reached that level. I'm not of a script to offer her a part like that. So I would never misuse that equation that, just because we're related, she should do a film with me. Nobody in my family actually, even with Bhatt Saab or whatever, when they end up working together, we never misused our family equation in this scenario. The fact is that I was directing films in the company and not his son. Just answers that question. So I think we're a family of professionals and we understand that completely. And if I ever have a script, it would be a dream to really work with her.
Interesting. And before I let you go, now that you have explored the genre of romance and also some dark shades in a way with your movies and all, which is that one genre which you really want to explore apart from what you have done?
Slapstick comedy. I don't know how to do it, so I'll be most nervous when I'm doing it, but I don't know when I'll do it, but I need a script that I need someone to help me out with that, but I have no idea to do it. I would feel like a newcomer if I was ever directing a comedy.
And lastly, apart from this one, which you are completely focused on right now, what are your new projects you're
I'm actually horrible at this whole two-timing thing. I don't know how to handle more than one thing at a time. I need to get Saiyaara out of my system. I need it to release and then I will jump into something else.
Okay, well, thank you so much, Mohit, for your lovely time and all the very best for Saiyaara. Thank you.